सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ॐ Naishkarmya Siddhi, third chapter, 138, page number, verse number 98. त्वमित्येतद्विहायान्यत् न वर्त्मात्मावबोधने समस्तिह त्वमर्थोऽपि गुणलेशेन वर्तते. Prasankhyanavadi is under discussion of meditation. Prasankhyanam means meditation. Meditation is required for liberation. Self-knowledge alone is not sufficient. It is supported by the samadhi or meditation. For that, Sureshwaracharya is saying that Atma Jnanam doesn't require any other practice other than understanding one's own nature. That understanding of one's own nature will happen in Shravana Kale. Shravana Kale eva Mahavakya Jnanam Bhavati iti Sureshwaracharya's contention. Why Purvapakshi, the Prasankhyanavadi, is saying that in spite of listening to Vedanta classes, Shravanam, long Shravanam, there are certain problems in the mind. I am not comfortable with myself after listening Shastra also. Lot of disturbances are there in the mind. Main disturbance is I am sorrowful. I have lot of limitations. Therefore, that is continuing. For that, Sureshwaracharya said, you are mistaking that false I as your real nature. Shastra talking about aham, the sakshi I. Your pratyaksha anubhava, you are saying that direct experience is talking about ahankara, false I. So false I ahankara will have lot of confusions, problems. 100% pure ahankara doesn't exist. If you wait for 100% pure ahankara, the mind, you will never get liberation. It is not at all possible. So therefore, understand the mind, false I, the ahankara, as anatma, and go along with, swim along with the flow of the water. Along with that mind alone, you have to be in the world. Manayeva manushyanam karanam bandha mokshayoho. Bandha only you are looking. See that mind alone is useful for moksha also. For moksha also, that good old mind alone is useful. Don't forget that. It is cause of bondage also. It is cause of moksha also. Why you are forgetting that? Sureshwaracharya asking the Purvapakshi. False I, ahankara, the mind, has got a lot of problems. What are the differences between real I and false I? Real I is Ananda Swarupam. It is Ananda Swarupam means its nature is Ananda. What is the nature of salt? It is saltish. It is ever saltish. That is why it is called salt. Similarly, Atma is Ananda Swarupam. What is Atman? Ananda. Ananda is Atma. Atma is Ananda. Real I is not Indriya Pratyaksham. Number one. Whereas Ahankara is Indriya Pratyaksham. False I, the mind is Pratyaksha Vishayaha. You experience your mind, emotional mind. That is point number one. Higher I is Indriya Apratyaksha Vishayaha. It is not available for sense organs. Whereas Ahankara is available for, Ahankara means mind, available for what? Direct experience for sense organs, Indriya Vishaya. Number two, real I is even Sakshi Apratyaksham. It is not even Sakshi Pratyaksham. Real I, Aham, is not Sakshi Pratyaksham. Why? Because the real I happens to be the Sakshi. How Sakshi Pratyaksham can have that Pratyaksham of Sakshi? It is not correct. Therefore, real I Aham is even not Sakshi Pratyaksham also. It is Sakshi Apratyaksham. Whereas Ahankara, mind, is Sakshi Pratyaksham. It is available for Sakshi, to experienced by Sakshi. Sakshi Pratyaksham. This is the idea we have to remember, difference between both of them. So Shastra talking about real I, your Pratyakshanubhava talking about unreal I. So that minus the mind, suppose minus the mind is not there. You are telling mind is problematic, mind is giving problem, mind is sorrowful. If you say so, suppose mind you remove, minus the mind, what you will become? What is the difference between the table and you? There is no difference between table, bench, chair and you without mind. With the mind only you can differentiate yourself from the inert objects. Otherwise there is no difference. So, coexistence of mind, Ahankara and Aham in Vedanta, Advaita Vedanta, there is no problem. Coexistence of what and what? Coexistence of mind or Ahankara and Aham, the real I, Sakshi Chaitanya. Both can happily coexist in what? In Advaita Vedanta. Our Vedanta, Advaita Vedanta. But whereas in your Matam, Prasankhyanavada, you have, you are not having the coexistence. You are not able to live together along with the mind. What is your problem? Sureshwaracharya asking. So real I is available because of mind or Ahankara. Really speaking, understand the greatness of the mind also. Why? Because of that mind alone, I, the real I, am available. Otherwise, I cannot manifest. I, the pure Atma, in this sloka, that is alone, Sureshwaracharya is telling. Ahankara gauni vritya Atma abhidhiyate is our statement. Ahankara gauni vritya. It is vachyartha. I, whenever I say, there is vachyartha, both are there, ahankara and aham. But that ahankara, it is not my real nature. I make use of it adhyaropakale. When I come to lakshana vritti or bhagatyaga lakshana dwara, I own up. I make use of the cup to drink payasam. Drink payasam, drop the cup. Similarly, make use of the mind, come to Lakshana Vritti, Bhagatyaga Lakshana Vritti, and say, with mind only I have to say I am not the mind. How intelligent we are. Making use of my own mind to claim I am Brahman, I am real I make use of the mind, it is like a cup. Aham Brahmasmi is a payasam. Drink that payasam and drop the ahankara cup. That is intelligent way of Purapakshis kasmat karanat gauni vritya atma abhidhiyate. Why this atma, to reveal atma, why ahankara help, you go on asking, but there is no other way out for us. So tvam iti etat vihaya, by giving up that tvam pada. In tvam pada, two are there. Whenever Guru says tvam, you means real I also is there. False I is also there. Both mixture only can say I am. Pure aham cannot say I. Mind also cannot say I. So to say I am, you have to make use of real I and unreal I. Unreal I, ahankara, real I, sakshi chaitanyam, aham. Mixture is there. In this Mahavakya, when Guru says tvam tat asi, that tvam you have to use both of them, adhyaropakale. When you are claiming that I am Brahman, paramarthika satyam, I am not the vyavaharika ahankara, lower order of reality. I am of the higher order of reality, aham sakshi chaitanyam. That bhaga of ahankara we have to drop, like pole vault. You remember that pole vault, high jump, they take that pole vault, go up and jump other side by leaving the pole vault, not along with the pole vault. If they go along with pole vault, they get 0 marks. Correct? So intelligently make use of it, go up and jump other side. Leave the pole vault. Like that only mind is like a pole vault. Mind is like a pole vault. Go up and understand Vishwataijasa Prajna, waker, dreamer, sleeper. Every day I am experiencing. Go and understand Pradhama Pada, Dvitiya Pada, Tritiya Pada, up. When you go to that understanding, top point, what do you say? Turiyam Atma. You have to jump other side. There you can leave the pole vault. But here you need not leave the body-mind complex. Understand? Don't extend the example. Example has got always its own limitations. So, with waker body mind complex, I can happily jump. Jump means I can say aham vrikshasya reriva kirtih prishtam gireriva. Otherwise, nantah pragnam na bhaish pragnam no bhayatah pragnam. Seventh mantra of Mandukya is the glory of my real nature. Shantam Shivam Advaitam Chaturtham Manyante Sa Atma Sa Vigneyaha. I am. What a wonderful joy I can enjoy. So, I mistake that. Another example also, sunlight and moonlight. On Purnami day, you enjoy the moonlight. Really speaking, moon is helping for the sun to illumine. We call it as moonlight. It is not moonlight, really speaking, it is sunlight through the moon, it is appearing. Mind is like a moon. Atma Chaitanyam is like a sun. When you come to Mahavakya, claiming that Aham Brahma Asmi, Aham to say also Aham Brahma, Vritti Jnanam to take place, you have to make use of the mind, moon-like mind. In Drishtanta, moon. Mind doesn't have its own existence, sentiency. Moon also doesn't have its own light. It doesn't have prakasha of its own. It is Chayagraham, shadow planet. Moonlight is not moonlight but sunlight. Similarly, mind, when it say ahankara, is nothing but that is belong to Sakshi Chaitanyam. Sakshi Chaitanyam alone through the mind reveals Aham Brahma Asmi. These are all examples: pole vault, Paurnami, Payasam, cup, all these you can revel like anything. So the mind is the greatest supporter, supporter or advantage. Tvamiti etad vihaya, my dear, by giving up this guna leshena, that guna, that mind is required, na vartma, there is no other marga, route for atma avabodha. Na asti samasti iha, samyak na asti, there is no right marga for claiming atma aham brahmasmi other than this way. This is the only way. Bhagatyaga lakshana, jahada jahal lakshana, lakshana vritti dvara lakshyartha. Okay, gunaleshena vartate. My dear, that mind, because Atma cannot be known by itself, it revealed by only through the Ahankara, because Atma doesn't have Shabda Pravritti Nimitta, I said. It doesn't have Shabda Pravritti Nimitta, means it is not having what gunas, sambandha, jati, kriya, rudhi, all these are not there. Atma doesn't have attributes, universal, it is its function doesn't have any kriya, and it doesn't have any jati, it doesn't have any relation, like that. So all are deleted, not there at all to delete. Okay, so therefore capture consciousness, drop the mind. Capture the consciousness, drop the mind. Adhisthana adhyasa sambandha. You use that gunalesha, means only adhyasa sambandha, that is not real sambandha. That is elaborated in the following shloka further. 99. Very, very beautiful verses. So, yatra yatra savayavatvam tatra tatra sambandha. Why Atma doesn't have sambandha? Shabda pravritti nimittala, one point is sambandha, relation. If any relation is there, you can show Atma is related so and so, this is Atma, you can say. But Atma doesn't have that, fortunately or unfortunately. Why? Atma doesn't have any relation. To have relation, you require avayava. Savayavatvam. Yatra yatra savayavatvam tatra tatra sambandha. Atma niravayavatvat. Atma doesn't have any avayava, therefore na sambandha. Like Jagrat and Swapna, the orders of realities are different. Swapna is less real than Jagrat. Jagrat is more real than Swapna. Like that, Atma is more real than Jagrata. Jagrat and Swapna are less real than Atma. Atma is higher order of reality. So, asangat swarupatvat. Atma is akashavat asanga swarupa. It cannot have any sanga with anything. Now, he is going to ask next shloka, introduction, I will read. Kasmat punarhetoho ahamityedadapi gunaleshena vartate na punaha sakshadeva iti vidhuta sarva kalpana karana swabhavyat atmanaha ataha aham. Now he continues, Purvapakshi same. First line is fully Purvapakshi. What Purvapakshi is asking, Kasmat punaha. Because of what reason? Hetoho, what reason? Because of what reason? Ahamiti etadapi. Ahankara. Ahankara, the gunalesha kimartham vartate. Ahankarasya. Ahamityetadapi gunaleshena vartate. Na punaha sakshadeva. Why not directly? Why this sambandha? Why Atma needs this sambandha, gunalesha of ahankara? That is loosely connected. Gunalesha means mind is loosely connected to Atma. Loosely means adhyasa and artham. Loosely connected with a peculiar sambandha. Adhisthana adhyasa sambandha. What is a peculiar gunalesha? What is the sambandha of that rope snake and the rope? The example sonna nanna puriyum. What is the sambandha, relation of that rope snake and the rope? What do you say? This is so simple question, Swamini, we will answer. What is the answer? There is no sambandha at all. I'll ask you, why there is no sambandha between rope snake and rope? You say so intelligently, because there is no rope snake, Swamini. Snake is not there at all. Where is the question of sambandha? You say, you are intelligent enough to say that. Similarly, here also, a peculiar sambandha is there. Why it is there, he is asking. We are telling sambandha gunaleshena vartate, we said. Why this gunalesha also? Gunalesha also to reveal the rope. To reveal the rope, rope snake is helpful. Make use of it. Okay, like that here also. Na punah sakshadeva iti. Why it is not directly identical aham atma chaitanyam. Why this ahankara is required? Sakshadeva iti, this is the question. Iti chet, you have to supply chet. Sakshadeva iti, the full stop you can remove and add chet. Why can't we take it as identical? Identical means same. Same ahankara and aham both are same. Why can't we take it as identical directly? Why can't we take? Why this ahankara is only gunalesha revealing the atma? If you ask so, iti chet means if you ask such a question, I am going to clarify with, now he gives a pratignya vakyam. Because if you ask such a question, I will tell you. Vidhuta sarva kalpana karana swabhavyat. Atma is that vidhuta means free from. Vidhu dhatu means throwing, like vidhuta, because of atma's nature. Swabhavyat means nature, that is it doesn't have any connection. Kalpana karanam, karana means reason. Kalpana with anything, association or sambandha or connection with anything. Jati kriya guna sambandha, jati dravya guna kriya sambandha. Kalpana means all this. You have to, sabda pravritti nimitta are known as kalpana. Such things are not there to Atma. Either jati or kriya or sambandha are not possible. Therefore, no connection is possible. So, ahankara, with anything it cannot have connection because of that reason. Swabhavyat, by its nature. Atmanaha, of that Atma, by its nature, it cannot have any sambandha. Asanga swarupatvat, sava nirvayavatvat. Atma can never have sambandha. Similarly, after Atmanaha, you can put a full stop. If you ask like that, I am going to give one example in the next verse. I am going to clarify. Ataha aha. I am going to clarify by following shloka. What is that shloka? I will read. Shloka number 99. Vyomni dhumatushārabhra malinani vadurdhiyah kalpayeyustatha mudha samsaram pratyagatmani. First line is full of example. Vyomni, in Akasha. In Akasha, Mudhaha, otherwise people, dull people or deluded people, Mudhaha. What they do, Mudhaha? Mudhaha, Durdhiyaha. Durdhiyaha here, unintelligent people. Sir, first line we take Durdhiyaha. Moodaha for Dashtanta. Durdhiyaha, unintelligent people. Vyomni, in the sky. Dhuma, they superimpose the smoke. There is smoke in the sky. It looks like smoke, lot of smoke. Dhuma. And Tushara means mist. Dhuma Tushara. There is a mist in the sky. They are not touching the sky at all. Because the sky, Akasha, doesn't have a form, how they can touch. But Akasha is polluted. Akasha is with full of smoke. People talk that mist is there. Then Abra, clouds are there in the Akasha. Now all clouds are polluting. We are talking no pollution. Polluting what? What they are polluting? Akasha, or they are polluting our body? This dhuma, smoke, is polluting our body, not the Akasha. Abra, clouds, malinani, lot of dirt particles. Malina means dust particles. People see lot of dust particles in that cosmos. They say lot of pollution, lot of dust, they say Akasha is not touched by them. Vyomni, they are all there. Durdhiyaha, unintelligent people, look like that in the sky. Kalpayeyuhu, they imagine, they speculate, they superimpose. Kalpayeyuhu means they superimpose. Tadha, similarly, Dashtanta now. Moodhaha, similarly, the unintelligent people, ignorant people. Pollution is related to Akasha just as people talk. Similarly also, I the Atma, Prasankhyanavadi especially, I the Atma am polluted by sorrow. I the Atma am polluted by so many other emotions of the mind. Samsaram pratyagatmani. Pratyagatmani, on me, the Atma, the self, inner self. Samsaram means mental problems. All mental problems. Moodhaha pratyagatmani tatha. Yatha vyomni tatha atmani. I have kama, I have krodha, I have jealousy, I have papa, punya, I have. So many they enumerate. Tatha, just as Vyomni, Malina, Tushara, Abra, all these they superimpose upon the Vyoma, Akasha. Similarly, they superimpose Moodhaha, superimpose upon the Atma. There is one nice sloka. Shankaracharya writes, कामातंग खंडितो वा ततः किं कोपावेशो कुंठितो वा ततः किं लोभाश्लेषो वर्जितो वा ततः किं येन स्वात्मा नैव साक्षात्करो भूत साक्षात्कृतो भूत. By whom the Atma is not known, येन स्वात्मा, by whom one's own higher nature is not known, sakshat krito bhoot. What is the use of controlling desires, controlling kopa, controlling lobha? All they are not going to give liberation. Even if you give up Arishad Vargas, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Madamatsare, all gone. Can you say that person is liberated? There is no guarantee. I don't have to wait for their elimination. Once my mind become pure, then I am liberated. என்ன எவ்வளோ முட்டாள்தனம் அது என்ன అని கேட்குறார் சுரேஷ் ஆச்சாரிய டெல்லிங் my mind has to become pure. My dear, there is no connection between your liberation and mental position. Mind, the kama krodha, for my liberation, they are not obstacles. Reasonably, you can maintain the healthy mind. That itself is sufficient. Worldly purposes, I have to make my mind with all values. For the worldly purpose, not for liberation. Worldly sake, to be a healthy person in the society, harmoniously to want to live, you have to maintain a peaceful mind. For that sake, you have to do it. Is a hobby. You can maintain that mind. Everyone has to maintain that mind. How to talk, what to talk, how to think, how to do actions, all these values to be followed when I am in the society. But don't connect it to your Atman nature. If mind is with Daivi Sampatti, it is very, very congenial to claim I am Brahman very easily. For that sake, you can take care of the mind with Daivi Sampatti. It is worth to take care of the mind so that you can live peacefully first of all. For worldly peace also, when you are living for normal peace also, you have to maintain a calm, relaxed mind for good health also. If it is not there, mind is so disturbed, health will get spoiled. Therefore, for good health also, maintain the calm mind. For harmony in the family, maintain calm mind. Okay. If calm mind is not there, I don't get moksha, don't connect it. This is mind is a lower order of reality, Brahman is higher order of reality. So what we have to do? From the high pedestal, I am pure consciousness, existence, infinite principle. I am making use of this mind, neighborization. Look at the mind as your neighbor, making use of it. It is fortunate or unfortunate, is it advantageous or disadvantageous? For Prasankhyanavadi, mind is in a disadvantageous position. For Vedantin, it is an advantage. Mind is an advantage, it is not disadvantage. We look at that mind as our co-friend. Co-friend anna manasa etulortune Tyagaraja sings on mind only, I said. మనసు నిల్పశక్తి లేకపోతే మనసులోని మర్మమును తెలుసుకో. All these are about mind only. My own good mind. That's why do friendship with your mind. And think that mind is a positive, congenial, which is useful for me to get aham brahmasmi vritti jnanam. So it is an advantage. Don't think that mind is giving problem. There is no problem at all. That is only a situation. I don't require even vasana, nasha, vasana kshaya, all doesn't have any relevance. They don't have any relevance. Kama, krodha are not obstacle for my liberation. Little kama will be there, little krodha will be there when situations are not congenial. When other person behavior is not good, some kopa will come. So what if Kopa comes in the mind, I will fall down from my moksha. What is the connection between your small anger and that moksha? That means not understood the false I, higher I. So never, there are no problems at all in Atma. Mind can never be totally free from problems. So don't connect them. Don't connect them. Remember, we have to get out of mental problems to some extent. But at the same time, we have to know that it is mithya. Mithya, anatma, that is called mithyatva nischaya. So I am free from, in spite of that mental disturbances. So Sarvam Brahma is better than Abrahma, sir, Aham Brahmasmi. So that is the idea he is asking. Kalpa yeyuhu tadha mudhaha samsaram pratyagatmani. Pratyagatmani, an inner self, they superimpose all the samsara mental problems. Next shloka, introduction, 100th shloka. Nanu sarvakalpananamapi atmani atyanta sambhave samane aham vrittau kaha pakshapate hetuhu yena vrityantarani vidhuya aham vrityaiva atma upalabhyata iti uchyate. Now Purva Pakshi is asking again the same question related to that only previous question, like now why? The question is why mind is the stepping stone. We are telling mind is the stepping stone. Gunaleshena vartate. Mind is required. Mind, through mind alone, Atma is revealed. Manasayveda maptavyam. Even Yamadharmaraja has said in Kathopanishad, Manasayveda maptavyam. Why he is asking? Why that mind is the stepping stone to come to Atma. Atma is real I, mind is false I. Why that mind alone you are taking? What is his main question? You see, Atma and Anatma. Mind, body and world, entire universe is Anatma, including body-mind complex. When everything is Anatma, there are so many things in the world in Anatma other than Atma. Why the higher I, the Atma, taking only the mind, Ahankara, to reveal itself? Why taking the Ahankara alone as the stepping stone? Why not other things? That is the question. Why not other things? Antarena. Other things it can take. Why only the Atma, Ahankara, it has to take? That is the question. Mind is false, body is false, all are Anatma, world is also Anatma. My question is, why only Ahankara to be taken? That is the question. Sarvam Brahma. Everything is Brahman only. Everything is Brahman only. Or Aham Brahma. Which one is better? Instead of saying Sarvam Brahma is better, Aham Brahma is better. Aham Brahma is better or Sarvam Brahma is better. Purva Pakshi feels Why Sarvam Brahma appears to be better for him? Why can't you say Sarvam Brahma? Guru says Tattvamasi, you are that Brahman. Shishya says Aham Brahmasmi. Aham Brahmasmi பதிலா Sarvam Brahma சொல்லலாமே. சும்மா கேள்வி. Why can't we say Sarvam Brahma instead of saying Aham Brahma? நமக்கு அந்த கேள்வி வராது. Sureshwara Acharya infer that, he guess this question may come. Instead of saying everything is anatma, unreal, nothing is there other than Brahman, therefore say Sarvam Brahma. Why Aham Brahma? The question. What is better? Why Sarvam Brahma appears to be better? Why Sarvam Brahma is not appears to be better? Why Aham Brahma alone is better? All these questions, if anybody asks, what is the answer? So that's why Purva Pakshi asking, Nanu, but why Aham Brahma is the teaching, not Sarvam Brahma. Sarva Kalpananam api, even all Kalpana. Kalpana means what we saw, all these jati, guna, kriya, shabda, sambandha, shabda pravritti nimitta. All kalpanas are sarva kalpananam api. All these shabda pravritti nimittani api atmani atyanta asambhave. These are all not possible in Atma, I agree. Oh Sureshwara Acharya, as you said, they are all not possible on Atma. They are only superimposed, adhyastam. They are all not there in Atma, only superimposed. Superimposed means mind is a lower order of reality. You are teaching very nicely. I am very happy. Asambhavi, atyanta asambhavi. Not at all possible. Why do use the mind alone? Samane, these are all common. Aham vruttau kaha pakshapata? Pakshapate. Why there is a partiality? Aham vruttau. So why do you use the mind alone? Samane means all these are Atma is free from all this, atyamta asambhavam, and other than Atma, body, mind, objects are all are anatma. All of them are samana. But only why aham vritti you are taking to reveal Atma? Why not anything else in the world? Not other things in the world. Samane aham vrittau kaha pakshapate. Why not other things in the world we are not taking? Tvam, the student, ahankara alone reveals Brahman. Why you are telling? Why not anything else? Pakshapate hetuhu. Yena vrutyantarani. There are some other things are also there. Vrutyantarani means aham vritti. Aham Brahma asmi. Other than that, vidhuya, having given up that, aham vrutya eva atmanaha upalakshate. Very nice question. In other books we have not seen such a question. Why aham vrutya eva lakshate? Lakshana vritti. Lakshate means what? Through lakshartha you are going. Aham brahmasmi alone is taken. Why? Why not anything else? Sarvam Brahma. Through Sarvam Brahma. Guru says Tattvamasi. Why can't Shishya says Sarvam Brahma? Why he says Aham Brahma? After Aham Brahma only come to know, or she come to know everything is Brahman. That first itself we can say, no? Hmm? This question we have never discussed previously. Why Aham Brahma alone we have to say? Why can't we straight away say, when Guru says you are that, na? Yes, Sarvam Brahma, Sarvam Brahman. அப்படி சொல்லலாமே is going to ask that. Next, that is answered, Uchyate. Upalakshate iti. Upalakshata is there in the slok, in the paragraph. Because of Sandhi rule, that ekara is dropped. If you split it and read Upalakshate, Upalakshate means indicated, shown, Atma. Who is shown, indicated? Atma. How Atma is indicated? Ahamvritya. Ahamvritti means Guru said Tvam. Shishya has to say Aham. Aham vritti. I am. That thought. Who am I? Brahma. Aham vritya. Superimposed on Atma. Superimposed means mind is a lower order of reality, not on the mind or ahankara. The entire creation is superimposed on Brahman. The entire creation is superimposed on Brahman. Mind, emotions are also superimposed on Brahman. Body, all these sharirams superimposed on Brahman. When all of them are superimposed on Brahman, mind is superimposed on Brahman, buddhi is superimposed on Brahman, and their attributes superimposed on Brahman. Bodily attributes, physical body attributes, mental attributes, all of them are superimposed on Brahman. Everything in the world is superimposed on Brahman. When it is so, why instead of saying Sarvam Brahma, why I have to say Aham Brahmasmi? That sloka he gives in that Upadesa Sahasri, what we saw, the same answer like Chinnibha comes here also. In this portion, I'll read the shloka. Chinnibheyamaham vrittihi pratichinatmanonyatah पूर्वोक्तेभ्यश्च हेतुभ्यः तस्मादात्मानयोच्यते. This aham vritti, why we have to take aham vritti alone? To know the Atma Swarupam. What is the cause? Hetu. Pakshapata means partiality. Why so partial? Why not other vrittis? No? What we can't. Why Lakshana vritti only? There is Mukhya vritti, Gauni vritti, so many vrittis are there. All of them you are leaving and only taking Lakshana vritti. Lakshate. Lakshana vritti dvara eva. Why you are taking? What is the intention? All superimpositions are equal. Whatever you superimpose on the Atma is as good as the superimposition only. Either you superimpose body on Atma, either you superimpose mind on Atma, or attributes on Atma, or the worldly objects on Atma. Superimposition only. Why you are not seeing uniformly all superimpositions? Only you are taking all of them, you are leaving vidhuya, you are taking only aham vritti to point out the Atma. That is Aham Vritti Chidabhasa. Chidabhasa is there, therefore, already we told Purva Ukta. We have already mentioned in the previous slokas. Chinnibhaha ayam aham vrittihi pratichau atmanaha anyataha. The more details we will see in the next class. This is another way of presentation, how aham vritti alone is important, not sarvam brahma vritti. Aham brahmasmi sollalama, sarvam brahma asti iti sollalama. Romba not complicated, but very interesting. Sarvam brahma is also Brahma only. Aham Brahma also Brahma only. Why Purvapakshi is asking, why you are so particular when all are superimpositions only? Why not this? That's why he said in these two lines. Once look at that line only instead of sloka meaning. Ena vrutya vrutyantarani vidhuya. That is important point for Purvapakshi. Ena vrutyamtarani, aham vritti only you have taken, other vrittis vidhuya you have given up. Aham vritya eva atma upalakshate. Why atma is revealed through aham vritti? Why you have got partiality? Why not other vrittis? And on the Bhagatyaga, why to do? Why you take only Aham Brahmasmi? First you take Sarvam Brahma, later you can take Aham Brahmana. Adukku edo karanam irukke. Very, very important. Two are Mahavakyams only. Tattvamasi and Aham Brahmasmi. See, Aham Brahmasmi Jnanam, once you know, Sarvam Brahma is understood. First, Aham Brahmasmi. Ajnanam is in the world or in the mind? Ajnanam, limitations, problems are here. Here in your own mind. First correct here. Later, automatically all of them are taken care of. So therefore, correct here. Your samsara is not outside. Samsara is here. Problem is here. Problem is you, solution is you. So first correct yourself, then other things become automatically corrected. That is the intention, naturally. Details of this sloka we will see in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.